My doctor mom brought me into her workplace at the psych ward, then lost track of her most dangerous patient. My mom picked me up from school early for bring your kid to work day at the psychiatric hospital where she worked. Remember the rules, stay close, don't talk to patients. She went over her patient list as we walked through security. Recreation hour starts in 10 minutes. You can observe from the nurse's station while I check on a few patients. She handed me a visitor badge, and soon, patients started filing in wearing regular clothes, not the straitjackets I'd imagined. Mom pointed out her primary patient from across the room, Nathan. He was younger than the others and sat alone doing a crossword puzzle. She talked about him at home sometimes, brilliant but troubled. Been there 6 months for something she couldn't discuss. I'll just be a few minutes. Stay right here. She walked over to Nathan's table. He smiled and showed her something in the puzzle. Other patients played cards or watched TV. It was weirdly normal for a place full of crazy people. But about 5 minutes later, Mom came back looking for something in her pockets. Have you seen my pen? The good one? No. Did you leave it with that patient? I pointed to where Nathan had been sitting. The chair was empty. The puzzle abandoned, half finished. Mom's face went white as she scanned the room. Nathan wasn't at any of the other tables. He wasn't by the TV. He wasn't in the recreation room at all. Code gray, she whispered urgently to the nearest nurse. Suddenly, the calm room erupted into controlled chaos. Nurses started counting patients. Security appeared from nowhere. The recreation hour ended abruptly as patients were ushered back to their rooms. But no Nathan. Mom grabbed my shoulders. Did you see where he went? No. I looked away for like 10 seconds. My voice came out scared. They locked down the ward. Security searched every room and closet. Mom pulled up security footage on the nurse's computer. There was Nathan at his table. There was Mom walking away. Then him standing up and just walking somewhere out of frame. The head nurse studied the footage. Check my office. He knows I keep. Mom didn't finish but ran down the hall. I followed despite being told to stay put. Her office door was wide open. The window behind her desk was open too. 3 stories up, but there was a maintenance ladder just outside. Papers scattered on the floor, including what looked like her prescription pad. No. Mom rifled through her desk drawers. What did he take? Security arrived behind us. My badge, my keys, she checked her coat pockets. My wallet with my driver's license. Home address. The room went silent. Nathan hadn't just escaped. He'd taken everything he needed to find us, to come to our house. Mom pulled out her phone and called Dad, but it went to voicemail. He's been planning this. All those questions about my family. I thought he was making progress. Mom's voice shook. They pulled Nathan's file. Page after page of notes about violent fantasies, obsessive behaviors, drawings they showed me briefly before Mom covered my eyes. 6 months of pretending to get better. 6 months of studying you. The psychiatrist reviewing the file looked grim. Mom drove me home in a police escort. The house looked normal from the outside, but the front door was unlocked. We hadn't left it that way. The officers went in first while we waited in the car. They came back shaking their heads. He's been here. Your home office is ransacked. Family photos are missing. The officer looked apologetic. Inside was worse. Nathan had gone through everything. Mom's drawers emptied. My school schedule pulled off the fridge. Our family calendar with everyone's activities circled in red pen. Why my mom? What does he want? I asked while she packed us bags to stay in a hotel. He fixates on female authority figures. Thinks they're secretly in love with him. The last doctor. She didn't finish. We left with police protection to a hotel downtown. Mom called Dad and told him not to come home. Called my school to say I'd be absent. Around midnight, her phone rang. She answered on speaker with the police recording. We heard breathing on the other end. Then Nathan's voice. I have something for your daughter. A present. Check your car. He hung up. The police went to investigate while we watched from the hotel window. They approached Mom's car carefully. Opened the trunk with gloves. Inside was a box wrapped in birthday paper. Even though my birthday was months away, they brought it up in an evidence bag. Inside were hundreds of photos. Pictures of me at school, at the mall, at friends' houses. At the bottom was a note. She looks just like you. Same smile, same eyes, same schedule every Tuesday and Thursday. Mom collapsed. Nathan hadn't just studied her. He'd been studying me too, and we'd never noticed. The detective's phone rang. Another escape from a different hospital 2 towns over. The doctor there also had a teenage daughter. Also had her badge and keys stolen. Also found her patient had been photographing her family for months. He's not working alone. The detective's face was grim. This is coordinated. That's when Mom got another text. This one from her own phone number. The phone Nathan had stolen. It was a selfie of him standing outside my best friend's house, smiling and holding today's newspaper. Your daughter has such nice friends. We should all meet properly soon. I didn't even think. Just broke free from Mom and started running to my friends. Full story on channel link below.